Hi. Um. Yes. Today, how you doing? Uh, well, I prayed and got to the Shalom Bible study. I I prayed about it, and God told me to do words again. So I'm doing words again. This would be words 12. Really. Anyway, I want to start off with subject or sub-subject called aim your words. Um. Wait. This is Matthew 12, 36 to 37, the Amplified Bible. Oh, yes, let me just tell you this before we get into that there is a it's actually a countywide revival meeting, there's a group of meetings going on September 18th through September 25th. They're at 120 State Street in Lyons, Kansas. Actually, it's beside 120 State Street. It's actually more on First Street. So you go around the corner, that's where it is. But it's located 120 State Street. Anyway, I hope to see y'all there. I would like to see you. Would love to see you all there. So anyway, let me get into this. Matthew 12, 36 through 37, the Amplified Bible. But I tell you, on the day of judgment, men will give account for every idle, inoperative, non-working word they speak. Inoperative, non-working. That's pretty good. For by your words you will be justified and acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned and sentenced. Now, there are no words that don't mean anything. Truly don't mean anything. Don't do anything. They all have a meaning. But you notice in the Amplified it says inoperative and non-working means by themselves they don't do anything. They do something like it doesn't do anything by itself, but it will do something when mixed with another word. With whatever. Saying you're a something, that could be wrong. And you will be doing judgment for it. Both at the end of time and when the words manifest, that's also judgment day. You see, God doesn't keep score or tally of words. So verse 36 might give you that account, that message. And he gives in judgment day, men will give account for every idle word. That just means the judgment day will be whenever the word manifests in your life. That's the judgment day. Have you ever played 52 card pickup? That's a game where you just throw the cards up in the air. It's best. It probably works better if you throw them in ceiling fans. They just fly wherever they want to. Well, you're gonna have to pick them up. What if one of those cards fell in a pile of dog dung? or dog pee. You wouldn't want to touch that. You wouldn't want to pick that one up. But according to the game, you have to. That's not good. Um, uh, also, that's Judgment Day for every word. You're gonna have to pick them up. Or the scatter shot. Have you ever heard of the scatter shot rifle? Scatter shot machine gun? Just fly it anywhere it wants. Well, that's not aiming your words. It's not taking it. That's not being responsible for what you say. You're just saying whatever, and it's not good. You cast down vain imaginations. Remember that from Corinthians. Cast down vain imaginations. Uh, by the way, I love live video because hey, you can keep me. Huh, that computer, I have a spot. Oh, a spot in the middle of my head, right there on this computer. On this computer, on Facebook, I do. It's a spot on the computer. Anyway, I love live video because you can keep me, you and you, all of you can keep me. Um, I've got to give account for every word I say. And you can keep me accountable for every word I say. You can even tell me when I'm acting weird. So you probably won't. Um, okay, that wasn't what I intended. You probably heard people say that a lot. They'd say something wrong. They'd say, "Oh, that wasn't what I intended to say." Well, so what? It's what they did say. And also, one that one that I don't like. So what you're saying is, no, that's what you're saying. I said this. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't like that. Other people probably don't either. Don't put words in my mouth. If I said something, I'm responsible for what it's. I'm not responsible for what you believe I said. Uh, so anyway, you're responsible for every word you say. Yeah. So you probably heard people say, "Oh, don't say that! Don't say that." You might say something wrong, and they'd say, "Oh, don't say that! Don't say that!" Well, why not just say, "Hey, do you want those words to manifest in your life? Well, if you don't want them to manifest in your life, don't say it again." I mean, there's a verse I used last time said death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those that use the tongue a lot, those that speak a lot, will reap every word they say. Yes, how many times is a lot? You've got to figure that out. I prefer just to think before I speak. Gets out the a lot. um, oh, you've also heard the term whatever, the whatever syndrome. Well, whatever is a word that Jesus used a lot in the Bible. Whatever you ask in prayer, but when he's talking about whatever in words, you've got to control your tongue. You got to control your tongue, or they'll say they'll speak bad stuff and say, "Well, God's in control." And your tongue just told God what to do, and the devil too. That's not good. So you're in control. You are in control of what you say, not God. You. Um, so anyway, I'll leave that for you to think about. Don't just speak bad and say God's in control. No, you are taking control from God, and God don't like that. Um, oh, do you remember an old folk hero called the Lone Ranger? He, that feller, I don't know if it was real or not. I don't know if there was a real Lone Ranger or not. There could have been, but I don't think there was. I don't know. Maybe, whatever. But whatever. Thing is, he was a crack shot. He could, like if I wanted to hit a fly on the wall over there, if he wanted to hit a fly on the wall over there, he'd draw his gun and hit that fly. No problem. But, uh, well, whatever. Yeah, actually, he'd do that. But anyway, he would do what he wanted to do. His bullets would go where he wanted them to go. So, and he aimed his shots. That's what we're supposed to do with the tongue. Aim our shots. Okay, now licensing. It's a biggie. Um, words. Oh, words have a power behind them. There's a power behind the words. Who originated the words or the thoughts? What's in your heart? Remember, what's in your heart comes out your mouth in abundance. So, who originated what's in your heart? The words that are formed in your heart. Well, they're formed by outward signs, outward things, and all this stuff. But originally, they come from either the devil or God. The devil or God. So, so, and when you're speaking those words, you're giving license for the devil or God to act in your behalf. And so when you're speaking positive, life-giving words, positive, life-giving words, you're licensing positive, life-giving activity. By who? God. God who is positive and life-giving. So God and his crew, the angels, they give positive and life-giving. Uh, or if you're speaking negative, death-oriented words, negative, death-oriented words. Well, God's not negative, so it must be the devil who's negative, who backs those negative words. So when you're speaking negative words, I'm not saying just speak them once. I'm saying if you love to speak, if you talk them over and over again, you're 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 licensing the power behind the words. That's the devil who's negative and death oriented. The devil and his crew and power. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. No, you don't. It's not good. Um, so um, it's pretty short word, short message today, but I think it's a good one. Well, only one real scripture, but I alluded to many scriptures. So anyway, God bless. No worries. Hey, just pray in tongues. Bye. So